So my last few runs, I've been complaining about the lack of smoke bombs. Turns out them being unlocked from the beginning was a bug that has since been corrected. So I think we're going to spend some candles fishing for smoke bombs this run. I generally think that if you are a relatively new player, the conventional wisdom should be that the Infernal Torch unlock is pretty unnecessary. I was curious, I wanted to try it out, I wanted to experiment with it, but it is it's a good way to spend candles that that you could otherwise be spending on things like getting smoke bombs. So that's what we're going to do today, I hope. I hope 30 candles is enough. We bowed out of our last run, discretion being the better part of valor. But yeah, I think we're lacking on combat items. We're still lacking on trinkets for sure. There's quite a few high power trinkets that we have not seen. I don't know if the trinkets are tiered in a way that is similar to other things, but we'll have to wait and see. Dancer's Balance. A little shuffle comp could be interesting. Unerring. Bloodthirsty. Thick-blooded. Amateur armor smith. Steady and fragile. So nothing's really sticking out to me. We have unlocks we need to do. Let's see what we have unlocks on. We have tons of unlocks on the Occultist. We have some unlocks on Bonnie. We did finally get Dragonfly, thank goodness. We have unlocks on Dismas that we need to do. Unlocks on the Grave Robber. Although I'm not super inclined. How close are we to the final path on some of these characters? I would love to do some lunge pirouette stuff, but I guess we have to get that unlocked first. So I want to go for characters that can actually benefit. Although we don't get that many hero shrines during a run. My gut was shuffle comp. So if we're going shuffle comp, maybe we could go for a rogue and maybe a sergeant. Could be interesting. Go for that sergeant and kind of maybe think about doing some Leviathan shenanigans, and then maybe a runaway. I used to like Arsonist more. I feel like the downside of the Arsonist has remained rather substantial, while the upside has not been particularly transformative. And given this team, maybe we could get away with a warlock. We might be losing too much HP there. Yeah, let's do something like this. We're a little limited on stress healing, but I think this could be pretty good. You gain one candle, Yoba, if you reach the second inn with them. Let's go with this, I think. And then for paths, what are we looking at? We're gonna do Rogue, Sergeant, Survivor, Wanderer. Yeah, so you can basically get 4 extra candles from a run with taking Wanderers. The discussion that we had the last time we played that I think was very smart is I think what they should do is they should reward you for taking random. So taking a random path or taking a random hero should reward a candle. That I think would be very interesting. And if they made it so it was a sliding scale, I think that would also be very cool. So I'm heavily leaning towards the working fields here. Ooh, our stagecoach on-back items are 2 per. Let's do 5 of these to start, see what we get. Okay, Ichor Bomb is okay. Smoke Bomb. Alright, I may hold off there. So I was thinking the roll would be a single random roll, and then you have to deal with it, Yoba. That was my thought. Ooh, the Collector's Chandelier. Increases stacking of candles by 3 per. Okay. Hello, Mac, and welcome. The Feeder Almanac. Terry, welcome. It is good to see everybody. Hey, Vincent, welcome. It's a good day to be playing Darkest Dungeon. Welcome to the fun. Gain 2 blight when hit. If noxious item is equipped, 33% chance. Ooh, Poison Ring is new, I think. I haven't seen that one. So I'm trying to get us all up to the 2 candle tier. So for candle investment, my recommendation would be, I'm going to switch over for a second here, but I would say Intrepid Coast, get your journey relatively high because those extra inventory slots in particular are quite valuable. And then you also increase your candle earning potential from here. Resourcefulness, I'm a little less impressed by. The wealth upgrade here is quite nice, but it's pretty deep in the tree. Free spring water from the oasis is also nice. And then a free item when arriving at the inn. There's some nice stuff in resourcefulness, but I think it is secondary to journey. And then after that, I think getting that first level of death blow resist on your heroes is going to make a big difference in people just surviving. And then while you're at it, I think you want to be working the fields a fair amount, just so that you're getting some of the higher quality items unlocked. So far, the trinkets we've gotten have been kind of underwhelming. Hag's Hoard, I don't mind it. Snappy Swig is one that's burned in my... Ooh, this is new. Okay, so this is the flammable item. Okay, so I like these new trinkets that have a synergy associated with them. Okay, so that brings them all up to 2, which means I think I'm going to spend in the Living City now. Let's see. Undeserved Commendation. I do like it. But I don't like the stress you get. We're thinking about doing a shuffle comp, so Undeserved Commendation is not that interesting. Ooh, I want to get No Escape here. This is pretty cheap. Let's pick this up, just because that's fun. Vengeful Kill List. Oh, this is a trinket. Oh, we've seen... So Bounty Hunter trinkets are interesting, because he doesn't always come with one. It seems to me like he should come with one. Yeah, Vengeful Kill List would be amazing if it... if it actually came with anything. Let's see, what do I want to do here with the remainder? What's the next tier of this? Recalling Memories costs fewer candles is 5. I kind of want to do this at some point. Right now they cost a little much. Let's see what this reduces them to. It only reduces them by 1. You may eliminate 3 memories per heroes. Okay, so this is once we're starting to do... there is no easy mode. There is no easy mode, Terry. That would be interesting for sure. Let's see. Convert stealth into crit. I kind of like Stiff Drink. I think I'm going to do another minor upgrade on... Oh, let's get Resolution on the Runaway for sure. And then... What are we going to spend those last 3 on? Probably 1 upgrade in the Working Fields. Let's get another trinket. Why not? We got 2 cultist trinkets. Interesting. And then, do we have a place where we can spend 1 and get any value? I think the answer is no, so let's just sink it into some Bounty Hunter goodness. All right, let's get on the road.
Calls once more to its dark passenger.
It does get easier with meta progression. Hey, Raul, welcome. Yeah, I mean, there is always a risk, but the game is meant to be played with kind of everything on the board. This is actually a crazy amount of stuff that we got here. Let's see. Gain when missed, 5% stun. That's spooky. That is spooky. Let's see. Tinderbox is definitely going to go here. The Mortal Ward... We're not going to take advantage of the Mortal Ward much at all, I hope. But I will Swap that like that, swap that like that, and then just for now to empty out inventory, we'll do that. And then I'm not sure if we're going to use either of those. Because, like, we could use this noxious contraption to enable the poison ring, but we have no one that is poison-minded. So to that end, we should probably just get rid of this, since it does have a downside. I should do skills as well while we're at it. Let's get Retribution on the board. Let's get Dragonfly and Cauterize on the board. And let's stick with that. And then let's get Point Blank Shot on there. And then for the Rogue, we're probably not going to be using Pistol Shot. Well, we're probably not going to be moving forward with Duelist Advance. So we'll do that. So we are actually set up for Leviathan Mac for the first time, and I don't remember how long. Doesn't mean we would win if we went after it, but we do have a decent roster for Leviathan, because I did pick Barristan as a sergeant. So we may consider a Leviathan. We may not consider a Leviathan on the first region, though. We also have this this feeder almanac, which I might decide to utilize. Yeah, Terry, absolutely. Let me see what I can do. So, storage trunks have become pretty sad. I am going to pick up the Songbook of Touching Dirges for sure. And then the trinkets are not of interest. I think I will get the Calming Incense so that I can fix the stress that I am going to be causing. And probably also some pipeweeds. Let's get 2 pipeweeds just to finish everything off. Should have probably only bought pipeweeds, if I'm being honest. And then given that I think we're going to have some stress problems, I'm going to buy out the laudanum, and we're going to call it there. Yeah, so conceptually, there are the standard, they're the standard 3 roles that you expect from a game like this, which are DPS, tank, and healing. And then there is a 4th, which is stress healing. So stress is the white pips that show up below characters. And if your stress reaches its maximum, terrible things happen. Terrible things being a meltdown that reduces your hit points to near 0 and causes you to lash out at your other compatriots. So you need to be managing all of these things, and you need to make sure that you have a team that has all of these different roles filled. So far I do like it, Dr. Dramatic, but it is definitely making the game more difficult for sure. I think I'll just Retribution here. At least that way we know where the stress is going. Al needs to get some more unlocks for sure. But one of the things that's very baffling to me, Dramatic, that I have not figured out is I am very surprised by the fact that the bounty hunter has custom trinkets, because collecting them in order to be able to give them to him seems really hard. It seems like he should just start with them. When you hire him, he should come with one of his indelible trinkets or something like that, but it seems like that's not the case. But yeah, it's definitely a big step up in difficulty, and I think it's a step up in difficulty that I think when we look back from the far side, we'll be pretty we'll be okay with. But in the meantime, it's definitely a little challenging. Let's see, and then I think I'm going to Pipeweed here and Pipeweed here. All of that we were going to do regardless, but let's take a look at our route now.
Rain, fire.
Oh, an early feeder.
Is there no sanctuary for
We have
this
some smoke
madness?
bombs. I don't like Malice very much. Decisions.
Your coach must be maintained.
Hi, all live. Welcome. So we tapped out of last run. We decided that the likelihood of success was a little too low on that particular run, and decided that it was discretion was the better part of valor. So I ducked out of that run because we had gotten some replacements. They were not particularly beneficial replacements, and yeah, we decided to start fresh today.
But fairly
Let's see. I'm going to pick up 1 apples and cheese, the 1 smoke bomb that is available, and then I think 2 glimmers of hope for torch. So let's take a look at it new. I'm thinking it's decent. It's increased candles hope by, or candles by 3, so it's 2 to 5. So Jason, I had to unlock it. Apparently at some point it was unlocked and now it is locked again. So I had to go in and I spent like 20 candles or 15 candles unlocking it specifically for this reason. So yeah, so thank goodness, but also surprise. They were in fact locked. Yes, it absolutely is dramatic. That is for sure the way it's going. We're not going to Infernal Torch this one, and then I think given that we have the Feeder Almanac, we're going to go to the Feeder, even though we're going to get malaise, which is a little bit frustrating.
its tendrils of rot and pestilence.
Yeah, indeed, new, indeed. Hey, Josh, welcome. It's good to see everybody. We have quite the crowd today. Feels good. Anything else we want to use before we get out of here? If a stained item is equipped plus 100 damage... Oh, you have to have a stained item equipped. Oh, the stained item is just the tainted... a dark tribble, whatever that thing is. So turn start adds 1 negative token plus 20% damage per negative token. I don't know about either of these. I don't know that we're going to end up using either of them, but we will see. I think for now I am planning on doing the Harvest Child, so to that end I'm going to spend food to give us the maximum potential here. Hey Tenebrae. Hey Rusty, welcome. How are your Darkest Dungeon 2 runs going, Rusty? Are you slowly unlocking things? Yeah, what are we at right now? 22 inventory slots? It's a little rough and tumble. All right, we're going for a very early Harvest Child, it looks like. So if I'm locking myself into the lair, we're locked into both of these question marks. Oh, and this question mark. So the scout that we would get here is only going to... It's going to reveal 0 nodes since we're locked on the right-hand path anyways. So we should go left to the unknown node here because there's we'd gain no information from going to the watchtower. Because we're going to know what this node is. We're going to do the lair. Then we're going to do these 2 nodes. Yeah, so interesting. You don't see that very often. I think this is going to be kind of a rough Harvest Child, but we do have smoke bombs now. And as we all know, smoke bombs are the key to great success. It's a solid chunk of stuff as well. I might switch to the stimulants here. I mean, that is absolutely true, New, but I think the game is also designed from the perspective of the fact that you are not always going to be able to kill the boss, for better or worse. Yeah, so I think there was just an error, is the short version. I did not go Warlock here. Okay, cool. There was just an error, and it was a mistake that they were initially unlocked. All live. Ooh, the resist there is a bummer. No, I have not finished any of the region's unlocks.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Any of the different expedition areas have none of them have been unlocked. So I'm still working on it. I still have one path on every hero, among other things. Given our current setup, I think I'm gonna give this guy a yank and get us to the front line a bit faster. I guess we do need lunge because we really don't want Dismas in the 3 spot because of the negative damage, although having the bleed isn't bad. Wow. How did we end up still having full taunt? Very impressive. Let's see. This is 4. You're doing 8. I think I will roll the dice on that. But yeah, we still have a lot of unlocks. We checked our profile and we were just below half on unlocks. So let's keep this guy dead. We have the dodge here, so I will Dragonfly to try and get rid of some of the riposte. It is impressive the amount of taunt that we are floating right now. I guess these guys just don't target rank 1. Is that the scoop? The scoop and the skinny? I can absolutely understand that, New. I think that is one of the things that is a tricky balance with all these, like, big-time unlocks, is once you get there, it can feel a bit like there's nothing left to do. I feel like streaking in memories is going to be a big part of what we do in the future, but only time will tell. I think we're going to leave that one on the side. That fight didn't go great for us. We have one more. Okay, we have 2 more fights here before we and the baby show up. What, was that your -1? Fear of Gentry proccing? All right, major hits from deciding we want to fight. You hate to see it. I think Al has a little bit of a head start here. Yeah, let's do it this way. Yeah, but then you have a bunch of candles, and what are you necessarily doing with them, right? Because at some point I think we're just gonna have more candles than we know what to do with. This is very unlikely to do anything, so we might as well use it now because I'm not gonna carry it through. Barristan is very slow, which means we're never gonna see another Reverberating Redoubt. Keep that torch nice and high. I think it definitely will, Huang. I definitely think that's on their list. Let's see. Let's get more fire going here, since I think Sealing Spaghetti is probably going to do the work that we need done. Good stuff. That's perfect. Oh, I mean, we did the librarian in our last stream, for sure. But the Harvest Child is not my favorite. I will cop to that. Okay, we need our runaway to go early in the turn order here, of course. To no one's surprise. Last but certainly not least. Maybe we can get a heal here. All right, it's a little something. Not great, but gonna daze this guy so that we can get the heal off before
This wound, at least,
before the attack. Yes, blinding the big meat is definitely the play on the Harvest Child. This much is for sure. All right, I want to get another heal here, so I'm gonna slow roll this one.
a calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
And then I want to get the stress healing potentially from the crit. I don't really want to take a random hit. We've gotten a lot of healing off on Barristan. Let's do that. We certainly have time. Yes. Did we pick Survivor on... I think we picked Survivor on our runaway, which is good for business. Very good for business. Let me double check that, though. I don't... Yes, we did pick Survivor, which makes Bonnie a healing powerhouse, as it were. Yeah, the thing that ultimately causes death with the Harvest Child is losing actions. That's the killer. Or at least one of the killers. If we get a combo on this guy, that would be really nice. No such luck. Ooh. Resistant little duder. I see. I'm going to take aim with the expectation that we may have a front mortar coming in and we don't really have a good way to mitigate it. Of course. The shell shock.
Empowered, emboldened.
Who is your worst relation? Worst relationship is Al. We need to get a what type of item to make the tinderbox work? A flammable item. All right. Dismas putting in some good work. I think one taunt token is enough here. Given that we were about to explode everyone who had a turn left. But yeah, we need so many unlocks here. I'm a little conflicted about which unlocks I want to get. And I was stalling there because I wanted to get the cauterize off.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
We have good combo generation for sure.
Is a lesson learned.
There's a strong temptation. Ooh, more smoke bombs feels real good. Back in top form, getting smoke bombs. What an absolutely incredible turn of events. I'll put on s'more folk bombs. Uh-oh. There's a glitch in the matrix apparently. There's something to be said for grabbing a bear trap to set up some... some opportunities for point blank shots, but I think we're just going to go with this setup. Our taunt isn't going to be of much use on Barristan. The Harvest Child is not particularly interested in doing anything other than the specific thing for the position that it is in. Which means Defender is good to have on the board. And then maybe actually Strategic Withdrawal. See if we can set up a good point blank shot. A little worried about Al's health. That's probably my biggest concern right now.
This is a den of absolute evil and wretchedness. Prepare yourself.
Hey, all live. That's cruel and unusual. Although I will say, we have a bit of a plan for how to handle that. So we're not just relying on blinding something that is hard to blind. We are actually going to be blinding the meat, which is very easy to blind. Oh, the bleed getting resisted there is a bummer. But so the meat only has 10% debuff resist, so it's very unlikely to do that. I despise this lady. She is the worst. Oh yeah, not having Taunt on the board for these early fights was probably an error. Yeah. Thinking only about the Harvest Child and swapping off Taunt was not my finest work. The 0-point rid, it's always a possibility. 3 to 6 and the bleed, but the bleed is for the same amount, so I don't think we'll get the kill. And the bleed gets resisted. What's her bleed resist? Oh, does it, new? That's good to know. I should have realized. Her getting a regen is just supremely annoying. Begone, foul temptress.
But effective. Empowered, emboldened.
Okay. GG. Sadly, no healing to do. No, not since last time. Oh yeah, Wicked Slice's Deathblow resist is a beautiful thing. Ugh. Gonna try. Oh, well then. So much for my brilliant plan. Yeah, not having Retribution on the board was a huge misplay.
Empowered, emboldened.
I would say that the Shroud is slightly more difficult. The feeder, though, I do think has the second hardest enemies. Hoping we get a double bolster here. That would be the goal. But I'll take a single if I have to. Yeah, the enemies do feel a little more tanky for sure. Let's see. Take the hit there. I think with the crit token here, yeah, we got the guarantee. Then we just have to get some healing going. Because we have the standard conundrum, which is the, we can't use our good heal because we don't have a bleed on Dismas, and I really don't want to go into this next fight without. So give me the bleed. Never get the bleed when you want it. This is a big disadvantage to be going in with. I don't really want to take another hit, though. This is not going to be a great fight for us. I don't suspect. 25 inventory slots isn't bad. Well, we have the smoke bombs. So I took Retribution off Jason, thinking that I was being smart because on the Harvest Child fight, there isn't a lot of advantage to having it. But I now realize that was an error.
The harvest is here. Pity those with a place at the table.
I guess we were losing that dodge token almost immediately, and I guess I should have realized that. Gotta get the dots rolling. Beg to disagree, Barristan, but whatever.
Empowered, emboldened.
So turn order here is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping I'd be able to move Barristan back. I know, yeah, that's just what Barristan needed in their life, right? So I think we're going to be... I'm going to go for the smoke screen here. We still get a nice big hit. 12 with 4 bleed. This is more damage if we land the bleed, and the bleed is reduced. We're early enough in the fight that I think I'm going to go for it. Yeah, that's a 20-point bleed. I think that's absolutely worth it. And then... we've already blinded him, so I think it's best just to hack away, and then we're just going to take Maws. That's okay. Okay, the blind worked. That's merciful. Ooh, we're getting lucky with the blinds, I will say. Keep the blind up on this one. There's almost a temptation to do a stress heal here. Now let's keep the damage going. We can stress heal when we're feeling a little more confident. So Huang, I don't currently have Grapeshot Blast unlocked. I'm still in the process of unlocking all of the skills, so take that for what you will. Also, killing the meat is useful, but not necessarily the best outcome that you can get. Let's see. I think here I will strategic withdrawal. I'm playing a dangerous game here a bit with things. You have 2 actions. I think I'm gonna... You're blinded, aren't you? Alright. It was... That's fine. Definitely shouldn't have strategic withdrew. I just realized with where the Harvest Child is landing, I've put Dismas in a bad place. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That was an error. I think it's worth the pass there, believe it or not.
A little help impeccably timed.
I hate to do that, but that was a huge error on my part. Wow, we're getting very lucky on those, though. We're going to take a tantalizing tidbit here, so I think I need to prevent the meltdown. And we got to keep the damage rolling. Some sanguine drippings coming in. See, now a point-blank shot would have been beautiful, but what can you do? I think here we push damage. Ooh, that's nice. Ah, that's less nice. Wow, we got really lucky on the blinds on the on that. The age of Smoke Bomb has arrived. I'm not going to greed this one. I wanna push down its death's door. I was hoping to avoid the Maw of Life. I just want to be done. Can't believe Barristan took that -2 pips. That was frustrating. But thank you, Smoke Bomb, for this gift. It was an okay baby fight. We're a little behind on hit points, but I'm feeling relatively okay. Gain 1 hit, 2 regeneration. We're not diseased currently. This seems like a pretty good one. Hag's Horde is not as interesting to me anyways. The Gilded Mind. I like the Bugle, I think. I'm just put that somewhere. Each ally on round and heal. Yeah, give you some more. We could definitely move Bonnie to the back rank and use that too, but I think that's pretty good. The Anchoring Charm I can hang on to. The Strong Shackles were actually like a negative in that fight. I really don't know if we're going to use either of these. The Idle Thoughts is interesting for fights that aren't long fights, and super scary for fights that are. Blind token is our only friend in this harsh world. And then let's see. We need to do some stress healing on Barristan. So we'll put those there, and then probably just dump some noisemakers here. Undo the terrible decision that we did. The ablative powder could be helpful. Wish I hadn't bought that. It's okay. So we're never going to use selfish motivation. I don't see getting used. Maybe we hang on to selfish motivation. Maybe it has some use, and it's better to save it over a single bear trap. All right, let's get back on the road. See what's next up for us. Barristan needs some stress healing for sure. A friend that fails 50% of the time. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that idle thoughts on the backline occultist could be pretty good. If we have solid taunt control, it could be decent. Okay, who is friends with Barristan? Bonnie is friends with Barristan enough to support that.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Well, I need someone who's burning to be able to use it now, right? This is not a great fight. That is not my experience. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I have not been able to use the ablative powders, not the burn solve. Sorry, New. I thought you were talking about the wrong. I thought you were talking about a different item. Excuse me. Yes, you can use the ablative powders for that purpose, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it was the thing that we needed. How much am I afraid of you, dinner cart?
Take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
Let's do that. We're gonna have to give some Barristan some heals here. The heal landed in the right place. We like that. Now you're asking impossible questions. The world will never know where the front is on any of that. Let's see. Do that.
A little help, impeccably timed.
I don't think it's worth focusing the mother as much as I hate leaving her behind. I think the dinner cart is going to be the thing that we're going to have the harder time with, and she was just going to eat the corpse and heal anyways, so. I was hoping to get the days there just to add a little bit of control on her. So we can top you off. Tempted just to try and keep her blinded up. Owl really knows how to hit like a wet noodle. One off. Boo. I'd rather put it on potentially Death's Door for the weaken token. That blind just paid off hugely.
Steady yourself.
Cheeky crit on the way out. I don't love. See if we can get the stun this time to yeah, the daze is going to be very beneficial there. Barristan really wanted that heal, apparently. Okay, that's beautiful. The daze means that Barristan's going to get his stress heal off, which is good. Because he's been a cranky boy. Yeah, I hope so too, New. That's gonna be a fun one to see how they play that one as well. I'm worried about Billowas Whale again, as always. Ooh. Resist on the blind is very, very bad news.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Maybe we'll still get the kill here. Big money? Alright, nice. Yeah, I think that... Ooh, Galvanizing Goblet. That would be great on any other run. Yeah, they need a bit more ramping in the act outs. Yeah, we've gotten great blight trinkets. The irony. Let's see. Yeah, we'll toss this here. I'll farm with it. I think medicinal herb and that have to go, and then I'm gonna ditch the slime mold. We'll probably get better.
Pillaging brigands, enriching themselves.
Pillaging brigands, enriching themselves. Oh, alright. Man, Al is really doing a good job with those minerals. It's very impressive work. Well, that could have been a kill. The letter E, brought to you by New. I think it is best for us to avoid the potential front mortar. And then I will very happily top Barristan off. I love the iron E. Oh, it was iron. There we go. Let me bring it back up again so that everyone can appreciate the iron E. It looks a little rusty. Maybe I prefer the stainless steel E. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, Retribution has a cooldown now too. What a brave new world. I had forgotten.
A petty hindrance.
Rest builds character. Truer words have never been spoken. Oh, that was a nice rando heal. I'm starting to lean towards feeling like maybe lunge is the play on Dismas. I was thinking we'd live in rank 2, but I'm starting to feel like maybe juggle comp is the way to go. Even a little more. Give him the ability to move back into that front rank so that we can take advantage of Rogue a bit more. We have time. I'm going to fish for some crits. There's a crit. What, you're unimpressed? Farm a little relationship.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
But I'll finish it off. I'm not going to let him get another free hit in. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So I guess for now, I'll swap Open Vein for Duelist Advance, just because it seems like there's some times when I would want to use it. Just picked up another one of those. Keep ourselves free so that the smoke bombs can roll in. At least we got the Harvest Child. We're gonna pack this Harvest Child head so full of smoke bombs. It's gonna be awesome. At least everyone agrees. So here's an interesting question. Oh, everyone does not agree. I see. I think we go for Barristan for the all yellow then. Have we not had a positive relationship for him? That's kind of insane. Oh. Well then. Hoping for the mark there. No blind is a bummer. Oh, Bonnie and Dismas are hopeful, and I just blanked on it. Okay, we'll check it after this fight, just to confirm. Oof, that feels good. Not gonna let that one rely on the fire either. It's going immediately after us, so no value in that. Although, oh yeah, bolster. Okay, so yeah, so we just have bolster and resists. Okay, cool. We're just going to add all the debuffs. I heard you like debuffs, so we gave you all the debuffs. I was jonesing for that point blank shot before this this corpse showed up. This demon pull does clear it though, so we don't have to worry about it chowing down. I really wish that combo didn't spread to others. I find that much harder to use than like the Open Vein style combo that doubles. And we're sitting at 4 stress, and am I out of laudanum? Yeah, I used all my laudanum. This thing is pretty slow, so I'm gonna Retribution to see if we can get any more value. Looks like the answer is no. Yeah, actually, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I guess technically Bonnie could cure the bleed. For a little bit of relationship. Although, did we say that their relationship was... No, okay, her and Barristan. There was still a potential. Ah, yes. There was always that possibility. I stand by that delaying.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Oh my gosh. Well, curing Kappa isn't terrible. Are we gonna turn Al into a blight dispenser? We've gotten rid of our other stuff. Ooh, curing Kappa on Barristan. I kind of dig Blistering Bugle and Hint of Home at the moment on Barristan, but that's an interesting one. I'm gonna try it out with Abyssal Artillery and see how well it works. And then for now, Strong Shackles I'm pretty unhappy with, so I'll probably let those go, and then we'll top off our ablative powders, but we're gonna get rid of the rest, and then These noisemakers don't stack any higher. That's very true. That's very true, New, but let me look at that. You have to be high health though to get the resist is the only spicy bit. I don't really want it. Well, this is better than the whiskey, so I'll get rid of that. And then do we have like a small pile of something? Is there any world in which we're going to use both the selfish motivation and the idle thought? It seems super unlikely. I'm going to let the idle thought go. We're going to play with the selfish motivation, I think. But 2 cultist trinkets carrying around at this point is way too much. Barristan's being a jerk again. Yep. Stressing Al out. Oh, and Al be stressing. The path that we were forced to take, we had no... After we decided we were going to the lair, we had no other choices in this region. And this has been a pretty mediocre path. Dismas and Al could probably take the hit, but that's a pretty underwhelming reward. I think we're going to take this one, because I don't want Barristan and Al sinking back into the great sadness.
An unexpected find.
2 whetstones. Can't say we have the inventory space to carry them right now. It's too early, I think, for soothing poultices, although we might fight the librarian. But we have a decent bankroll and we'll be able to get rid of some of these negative quirks, although so much road and so few fights just means that our relationships are going to spiral into sadness. Alright, Dismas is doing his part. There's a cultist fight over there. We had to win 2 cultist battles in order to,
But undertakes it nonetheless.
to benefit. So let's see. Bum leg is pretty annoying. Sickly would just be annoying. Fear of Gentry, like, Barristan has just been stressed. I don't care too much about bum leg, but I'm just gonna clear it. I'm gonna save a little bit of money. We're almost to the end. There was a temptation just to get rid of everything. There's something nice about the something nice and soothing about the no negative quirks first region, but Barristan's gonna be doing a lot of healing in this cultist fight. A lot of stress healing, that is. Did we get everybody's stuff in good standing? For a cultist fight, I'll swap those 2. I'm not going to farm relationship with ablative powder on this fight necessarily. Okay, this is pretty good. Probably the worst thing that could happen is the cherub getting off a horror on Al. Cake indeed, New. Cake indeed. Ooh. Okay. Sightless I'll take. The value of taunt on this fight is pretty low. Well, I'll do it just because I don't want Dismas to get blinded, but I guess these are going to strip away all the taunt anyways. The altar looks like cake to you? I can see it. I can see it. It's like a birthday cake with candles on it. I would have been down with Barristan taking a bit of stress there, but we have this weird situation where the altar is dead, but the altar super slow rolled for its speed. Oh, did that happen, Josh? It goes to show how little attention I pay to the good things that happen to us. Well, it's a 50-50. The cake of loathing. True and unquestionable terror on that one. And I'm gonna blind this. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I can force Rush Judgment here by pushing this guy back, so I'll probably do that. A crit Rush Judgment is guaranteed to be only single target. 12.4%. Oh yeah. Gosh, Dismas is just finding himself on the wrong end of all these dodge tokens. Yeah, I think that is true, New. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily, though. Like, I think it is, it's just an unconscious bias that we have to be aware of, for sure.
One less obstacle in our path. Steady yourself.
Gosh, they're really wailing on Dismas here. I think I'd rather have him at 5 rather than having one person lower for finishing up this fight. And then you and Barristan. So let's go for the heal on Barristan. Ooh. Can we hold off long enough to get Barristan to do a stress heal? Because that would be 4 aggregate stress. So I'd be very, very pleased if we could do that. Looks like we can. Oh wait, this is so cool. So you see on her chest that little box, right? That's actually her trinket. That's the tinder box. Oh, that's really cute, actually.
A simple kindness.
I dig that. That would be amazing if they made more trinkets show up on the characters. That's not only there because we have that item though, I think. Oh wow. Okay, a lot of tough choices are about to be made here with inventory space. I want to hang on to the Greater Anchoring Charm because I think we have a decent Leviathan team. I don't like the Mortal Ward. It's just not good from my perspective. It's so niche. The Ghastly Gruul is interesting. I think it's more healing than the Hint of Home, potentially. So we'll get rid of both of those. Then fishing nets I don't think I care too much about. The noisemakers, I'm just kind of sitting on the 2 that I have. And then I think we'll roll in this way. Oh, so that final fight does count as a cultist battle. That's good to know. That's a good piece of intel. Missing out on the on that is not the end of the world. Yeah, I like that idea, Tenebrae.
There are yet places such as this.
Nervous, Occultomania, and Tired Out.
Still gathers.
Not great. The Whiskey Barrel early, though, is good. Let's see how much it ruins our relationships. It was a slightly below average result.
Tried and tested. Above
2 blue pips is not great. We do get to use the calming incense. We'll try and farm some tactical thinkers here. Ooh, tactical thinker on Barristan is pretty huge. Braggart is good too, actually. But holy cow. Wow, that was a lot of negative between Al and Dismas. Take the fake eye patch off right now. Yeah, they're doing okay. Alright, so we got this stuff still to do. How much master we come out with? 3 feels real bad. I think Smokescreen is on the list. Smokescreen, take aim. And Ceiling Spaghetti, probably. Yeah, I think that's the 3. This is a hard choice, though. Ceiling Spaghetti is a tough choice. Yeah, we need something. Okay, so in the inn, it's here on his right eye. Wait, what the what? Oh man, Jason. You've uncovered some new lore. That's amazing. Let's see. Inventory slots, flame drain. And I don't think we're going to use either of these again. Thank you for your service, you two. Now at least we can float some gear.
Every road a winding torment. Every turn.
Hard to say no to the sluice. We'll probably save our food. We'll grab another playing cards, I think. We also will grab another healing solve. Smoke bombs, and now we're broke. Except we could pick up a clandestine cape or nothing really else. Okay. Baby head is love. Baby head is life. Okay. We're gonna put the curing cuppa anywhere. For now, we don't need that on you. So we can do that. All right, let's try this out. Now, did I end up going with Abyssal? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, well, let's do a quick sluice. He puts the eye patch over the working eye when he sleeps. I love that lore.